I think I've always wanted kids, though. I've never not wanted to have children.
Why?
Society-wise, you just have children.
That's just what you do.
That's just what you do.
So you have 3 kids because that's just what you do.
No, we have 3 kids because we ain't on birth control and we didn't plan these things. We love sex, but we don't really want the children.
That's horrible, man.
We love, but
I
it's
hope
the
the
truth.
kids can't hear you right now.
Well,
That's horrible.
is it?
That's very terrible.
It's true. It's not that I don't love my children or I think that they're a mistake. I love to have sex, but I do want to have the effect of doing it.
That's horrible.
Is it?
No, it's not horrible. I mean, I guess that's real. Like you want to have sex, but you don't have kids. That's why condom sales are so popular and birth control. We got all these things, pulling and praying and all that. You know, people want to have sex, but
They don't want
you don't
kids.
always want to make a kid. That makes sense. But we actually wanted kids, though.
I wanted kids, but not like the way we did. Like 2 months into our marriage, we have kids. We wanted to travel. We wanted to live our lives, be married, learn how to be husband and wife together, live together because we didn't live together. So we wanted to learn how to do that and be good at that before we bring another life into the play. So then it becomes 2 months in, we're like, oh, I just became a wife. Oh my gosh, now I have to think about another life.
Right.
I'm sleeping all the time. I have all these symptoms. What the heck is happening while I'm trying to be your wife?
Outside of the timing, what about the overall idea of wanting to have kids?
The overall idea is I wanted a piece of you and I together because I love you so much. So I wanted like me plus Philip equals this darling little baby.
That's a lot better than I didn't want kids and I just wanted to have sex. I mean, both are true though.
Both are true. I'm still gonna say it.
I think for me, like, I wanted to have kids because I did want to have somebody who I could reproduce myself through, so to speak.
Yeah, you wanted to see what you looked like as a baby.
No.
Look, listen to me. Listen.
No, I'm talking. Listen to me,
Okay,
girl.
okay.
What you talking about?
Go ahead. Man.
I don't care what they look like. I don't care if they look like me. I wanted to reproduce things of my character or my work ethic, and I wanted that to be an influence on future generations. So, like, it's kind of self-absorbed when I say it out loud, but I wanted to have kids so that, again, I could reproduce me, and also so that I could have something more to love on, to nurture, to grow and develop. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe not everybody feels that way, but every now and again, not every now and again, but I feel like, you know, in life, your life should be mostly about service. It should be about servant leadership. And that's what I feel is my responsibility outside of my God-given call, but it's my responsibility as a father, and I wanted that responsibility. But yeah, I just wanted something to nurture and to love, and then also, of course, to reproduce myself.
I think that I have a friend that was mistreated as a child, and a lot was taken away from her. And when she had children, she had something that was hers that nobody else can take away from her. Like, nobody else can say, this is mine, I'm gonna take it from you, and you can't get it back. These are my children, they're mine, they look like me, I have something that's mine and nobody can take it. I felt like that when I had children. I have something that's mine, it looks like me, it's probably gonna act like me, and nobody else can claim it but me. It's my responsibility to take care of them. It's like, it's on me to do good. And I felt like I could try not to do the things that my parents did, or try not to be how my parents were, and try to make like a better situation with my situation, if that makes sense. Not like speaking bad about my parents, but I think as adults you look back and you're like, hey, I don't like how I grew up. I'm not gonna spank my kids. I'm not gonna yell at my kids. I'm not gonna discipline my kids.
You change certain things.
You change certain things. And not so much that my experience was so negative, but you always want to make it better for your children. You always want to.
Yeah. The biggest arguments I hear for not having kids is people don't want to bring children into such a crazy mixed up world
Yeah.
and with all the mess that's going on. And it's true. The world on a large part, if you step back, in some senses it sucks. In other senses it's actually quite beautiful. But I think that the only way that you change that for future generations is if people who are of their right mind, of the right morals, they actually have kids and they reproduce themselves in those children.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you change the world. I mean, you can do what you can do while you're here, but after you're gone, if you don't leave your legacy with someone else to carry on, then a lot of what you accomplish eventually falls by the wayside. I think, the world is a crazy mixed up world. You want to make it better, have some kids, reproduce your integrity, reproduce your character, your work ethic, whatever it is in them, and let them carry that on for succeeding generations. So, yeah, it's crazy, but make it better.
Make it better. And some people, they don't want to bring their child into like, oh, I'm broke, and that's a really good reason not to bring
That's
a
a
child.
whole different story.
It's like you don't want to bring kids into a cold world. You don't want to bring kids into a situation where it's a struggle to provide for them. But if you are able and if you want to, there's nothing wrong with wanting children. Like, people make it seem like you're a weakling if you want kids, or like you're too soft if you want to have a child. There's nothing wrong with wanting to reproduce yourself. There's nothing wrong with
People make it seem like you're a weakling.
yeah, you soft. I mean, especially if you're pregnant, if you're actually, you're having your biological child, people think that you're weak because
You're weak because you're having a child?
because you're having a child and because you want the child. Because think of Lauryn Hill. She got pregnant with Zion,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
They were saying, Lauren, you got work to do. Don't be doing this. You need to abort the baby. And you're weak if you don't, or you're choosing your baby over your work.
Real talk. That's a way of thinking.
Yeah.
So it's not so much that it's the carrying the child. It's the people think that you have to choose. In my head, what I'm hearing is if you're giving up on your dream or your career in order to have a kid, then they think that you're weak because of that.
Yes.
Is that it?
They think that you're less hardworking. Like
okay.
like the child is going to take away from your work, and in a sense it will, because you have a whole commitment. Like you have a whole nother life to take care of. There's nothing wrong with that. That's the point I'm making. There's nothing wrong with wanting that. That does not make you weak because you want a child.
It's not a choice. It's not an either or. It can be an and. You can have children, and you can still pursue your scholastic endeavors or your career goals or your creative goals or whatever it may be. You can still go after those things. You can do both. So 100% honesty time real quick. All right. If you're considering having kids or you think you may have kids in the future, plan for those things.
Plan them things.
Plan them things.
You can't.
Right?
You can't do a GoFundMe for children, okay?
You can't.
I ain't about to cash
out
out y'all no cash because y'all didn't plan for it.
I ain't doing it, man. I ain't doing it because you knew your pullout game was whack before Jump Street. You understand? Plan them things out. But to those of you who haven't fully decided, kids are a blessing. Mm-hmm. They will change your life for better. It will require more work on your part, but there's reward for it in the end. Honesty over?
Yeah.
All right, we're done. Yeah. Let's lie to him some more.
Lies. So another point. Who's doing things?
Kids, man.
Is that Bailey doing that? Is that Emery doing that?
Yeah.
Okay. So another point we want to bring up is when you have kids, it makes you want to achieve more.
I mean, I agree with that. Like the kids, they did make me set my goals higher. I think, well, you guys in general, even you, like being married, because when I was single, I thought about myself and I thought, as long as I can bring in like 40 racks a year, I'm set. I have my car, I have my apartment, eventually buy a home, and I'm good, just me. And then it was like, okay, well, now it's two of us. All right, 40 racks ain't quite enough. Okay, let's push it up to 60 or so. Okay, I'm good there. I'm not gonna get how much I make, but I'm good there. And then we used to have more kids and more kids. And then it was like, okay, I need to go back to school. I need to get a degree so I can earn more money. And part of my drive when I went back to school at 28, 29. I forgot how old it was. But part of my drive and one of the main motivators for me was the kids.
Yeah.
And thinking, man, if I don't do it, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Right? And if I don't finish and earn more, then I'm not going to be able to provide the best lifestyle for them. I want to give them the best chance to be successful. So, they were a big part of pushing me to get through school because I love them and I want to provide better for them. Whereas before, when I didn't have them and I went to school, I go for about a month and then quit because it's like I can go work some overtime and get paid. I get this quick money,
Yeah, yeah.
So they definitely do change your motivation, and for me, they help to mature my thinking. Another big reason I hear why like people don't want to have kids is because it jacks up your body.
Oh, my body's jacked up. Don't even. Body's jacked up. Okay, it's gonna take a nice surgeon to get back to where I was back in 2012. Look. I got stretch marks. I got diastasis recti. I got back aches. I got a little what's this called, sciatica. I got stuff going on. But when I look at my kids, it's like, you're worth it. I would give birth over and over again just to have you with me. Like, and then whatever I'm going through, I know I can talk to you about it.
Right.
It's not like you're gonna be like, ooh, well, let's have sex with the lights off. Okay, turn the lights down low. No, lower.
And I've heard from you and from other women, people are afraid of the pain, and also they're afraid of what kids will do to your body. But the thing is, once you have the child and you're holding the baby in your arms, you forget about all that.
All of it.
At the same time, it's a real struggle. I mean, we did a video previously on that on body image.
Yeah, struggling with that.
Right. So if you're considering having a child and you're not sure about it because you're concerned about what it might do to your body, that's a video we highly recommend. Go check that out. That's one of our more popular videos. It's just an open dialogue about diastasis recti and the effects and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
I mean, for fathers, they jack up your body too.
No, they don't.
They jack up a dad's body, man. Like, y'all think I'm playing, but like sympathy pregnancy, that sympathy weight, it's a real thing, babe. It's a real thing. And then like having more kids is more responsibility here. I can't go play ball with the fellas or just go to the gym whenever I feel like it. And I want to be a dad, and I have to work and school and be here for you and ministry and all these things is added responsibility. So it's less time for me to take care of myself, and so that it's more stress out. It jacks up your. That's why they call it a dad bod, because the responsibility puts weight on you. That's a scientific fact. Stress, lack of sleep, and added responsibility equals weight gain and hair loss.
You know what? With the hair loss, I can't. Really,
that's real talk.
It is real talk. I think that's hereditary, though. I don't know, because granddaddy bald too. I don't know, but
why you gotta roast my father like
I'm
that?
not roasting.
You a cold piece of work.
Anyway, please go check out our previous video about body image. Until next time, I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Philip.
We will see you later. We're praying for your marriages. Peace out.